Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Drakeamar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to continue on this journey of this account to try to race the key reset to see if I can like, the reason all of this other stuff is here is to revive people. That's what this other stuff, this backup stuff is. I went to video time today, and I did see Monster Hunter World. I am interested in that game. But I don't know how good it is. They had like a PS4 version. I still don't have those characters. Part of my demon squad. I was farming some food on my other account, and even if I made it further on that, I still don't think I would have made it, and I probably will try to make it to where I have enough food to make what the goal is, which is another rank 6. Because believe it or not, why would it not go off? What the? Why won't it? What is going on? Next. Gotta get through this tower, man. I don't know why it won't hit the enemy when I tell it to. I say to hit it, hit it. Excuse me. This does not mean that this account or the other account are finished developing. Not by a long shot. This one, though, it has some stuff the other one has, and it doesn't. The biggest thing it lacks is the Drexstar, obviously. I probably, like, I'm always trying to think of what kind of scheme do I want to come up with next for this game. The thing is, the demon spawn thing won't truly be over for this account until later. The thing is, this block debuffs is one of the better ones. It's not the absolute best, but it's decent. But right now, I'm just trying to rush to Magma Dragon because the next thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to get more keys in order to get to Agrath to do the experiment. Because previously, I do not believe we had Sanguinia on this rotation to do it. But the only way I can experiment with that is by actually getting there. And the only way to get there is to rush. And it's important as I hack through these waves to not don't let those debuffs sit. All those bombs. That would end very badly. Thankfully, there's no bommel here. So I think we might be able to get there in time. Yeah, you want to keep that stuff cleansed. That's why I bring cleansers here. Because there's plenty to cleanse. Whenever you're doing this. These guys are so durable. Why can't they be that durable when I'm using him? That's probably because my gear on him is, and his level is Garbaggio, though, to be honest, to be fair. That's a Warcaster. Hopefully, Warcaster doesn't do any... Ah, yes. Because you don't, even though they steal the buffs, they can't, they have it all blocked. So once you get the block buffs on them, they can't do much. Which is exactly what I intended it to happen like. So here, I'm just going to have to focus him. At least one of them. They're going to have to just focus the ones that can. And wait for Peril to activate or the buff to wear off. Or I can try to just strip it like that. Because it is, whenever you're playing this tower, it is a race against time. Most of the time I lose the race because there is something I've done that doesn't work out. Like there is something very serious that I'm missing in terms of gear or in terms of some champion or gear that I'm missing. Almost always it's the case. Or like either it's missing or underdeveloped. I really want more, like, more to activate more peril, honestly. These things are really annoying. But please, just attack more to. God damn it. Okay. Because believe it or not, it takes 12 days to clear the Doom Tower because of the key system. Assuming you didn't run into other problems. Now, some accounts are destined to clear this, while others are destined to stay behind for a long time. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a really good chance that this thing might actually just straight up be able to clear it. And if not this one, the other one, once I get my cleansers in better shape, the other one should be able to easily clear this. I may be able to do it without that, but I may have to. And then I have to decide what cleanser do I want to dedicate. I'm thinking Sepulture. But I haven't been stopped yet on there. But the reason I say that is because there's going to be a very great need for good cleansers. Because what happens is, in that tower, the champions keep advancing in terms of how strong they are, in terms of the buffs and debuffs that, the buffs that they start throwing out. As you go up the tower, they start to get more and more serious. So that's why I say these things. As it gets to the point where you literally can't really go without a cleanser. So that's why I say this. In terms of who would I rank 6 next in this account? I'm thinking either a Spirit Host or trying to think. Would Dark Elhain be a good choice? That's the real question. I think I just want to execute this guy just so that he stops being a problem. These waves are very much reminiscent of Nightmare Campaign. They very much remind me of Nightmare Campaign. That should wipe them out, right? Yep. I think that's a PB on that. I'll take that. I'll take that. 2-minute floor clears. Oh no. That's a rush card, the tower. Oh no. See if we can stop him. Let's see if I can stop him on that. Well, the good news is that I think I stopped most of Roshkard's problems. Because I blocked most of his buffs. So now it's just him. Alright, take some healing reduction, you vermin. There we go. That going. Ow. Wow, they all went for her. Wow. What a jerk. One thing I love about killing people with Mortu Macabre, they never come back. Most of the time. Especially if I can peril them. If I can peril them, they're gone. They're literally gone. If I kill them with peril, they're gone. There's no like, aha, I have a Sifi, or I've got 1,000,000 revives. Nope, not anymore. Whatever revives you had, you're gone. That's one of the reasons why Mortu is so influential in Arena as well. Because he stops waves from reviving. Which you don't appreciate that until you have it, you know? You don't really appreciate what that means. You don't appreciate block revive until you need it. And then you're like, you know, I might have wanted block revive. Okay, for the first time, I'm not including Sathia here. Or anyone with a burn. Yeah, I'm not including anyone with a burn. Because it's not going to work, obviously. It's so weird that Mortu doesn't have a burn, but he doesn't. So he'll technically work. I don't want to waste my precious block buffs on some Dracos. I know they're level 100. I know they look powerful, but they're not really. That's the truth of it. That is the truth of the matter. Nor do I want to waste strengthen on these ones either. I'm just gonna do it just to clear them out, because the reset's about to happen anyway. So, like the reset of getting more keys, which, let's be honest here, I'm gonna need another 10 keys just to reach. Come on, another 10 keys to get to Agrath to do the experiment. Only 2 accounts I have are capable of getting to Doom Tower. This one and the first account. The second account, the third account can't because it's just too underdeveloped. Just can't. I'm just going to transfer. Oh, me transferring it caused him to heal. Because, like, see, here's the weird thing. I transfer his buff, but his buff that he transfers to me will heal him. So that's something to note. That's the thing I just realized. Oh, he's not immune to provoke. Well, he's not immune to provoke, though. You can provoke him. Yeah, we can provoke him. There's a chance. Gotta remember, transferring his debuff doesn't do it. Because I already know that burning him isn't... Wait, when I put a continuous heal, I get a hex on me? Wait. How does that compute? The hell? Okay, I am really confused. I'm really confused here. The thing is, I have multiple KLs and multiple accounts, but only 3 of them have reached 60. 1 on each account. 1 was from a green shard that I thought I'd never pull. That was the first account because I picked Elhain like a dumb vermin. This one I picked KL straight out of the gate, and he has War Master. And the third one has Kale, but also like to 60, but does not have War Master. I have started the Mastery Scroll process, and I'm not going to spend gems on it because I'm going to do a gem saving, shard shaving account. Kinda. Dealio. And then they also have a 60 Spirit Host, but nothing else. Literally nothing else. Like, the count's pretty bare bones. Ow. Vermin. We'll blow him with some fire. Now you like some fire. There you go. We're doing some speed strats on the waves. We should get to floor 19. But that also means the other places reset as well. So the Doom Tower arms race has begun. Which one of these lucky accounts can get to the top? Thankfully, I finally have some HP burn to finish off that other thing. To finish off Sorath. But I have HP burn on the other account. The other account has a little bit of a different story to this one. Because Elhain was the starter, so that kind of screwed up the start of the account. But on top of that, like, the cleansers story has turned around, but my leveling of the cleansers has yet to reflect that. But yeah, it's yet to reflect that, because I didn't really prioritize cleansers, and I should have. So, yeah, decreasing that duration's always good. Because if you don't decrease the duration of the counterattack, it's always usually a problem. Thankfully, it's only a single counterattack and not like a multiple counterattack. Because having multiple counterattack is almost always a nightmare. Well, that also means the other thing is reset as well. I can finally see what the third boss is. Here we may not get to the next boss just because of a lack of keys. Also, this account doesn't have a lot of factions on it, specifically lacking banner lords. So because it completely lacks banner lords almost, we won't be able to do that other floor at all. Like, I have to farm for and level banner lords if I want to do that secret floor. But for regular progression, this account may be able to reach the end. For just standard progression. The other account's more likely to do both standard and secret rooms. So let's get that out of the way. Basically what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to, like, okay, we get them all on fire. I kind of forgot actually what stopped me on this account. Something stopped me. But even on this rotation, but I don't know what. I forgot what stopped me. It was something. I have a feeling it might be the Torments, but I can't remember. I can't remember what stopped me. It was something. Something dumb. Because I was like, at least one of these accounts should be able to clear Doom Tower normal. I never said Doom Tower hard. I just said Doom Tower normal. But I've never done it. I've never actually cleared Doom Tower normal before. There's always been something to stop me. Each and every time, there's always something. I mean, this may be like it's either a boss or I don't have the gear or something dumb. It's always something dumb. But for one stupid reason or another, I've never beaten this tower. Like, I've never beaten it. I do think that I'm going to have to rank 6 Sepulture to get to the top of the tower on the other one. Because I need somebody to get those buffs off. Because without somebody to get the buffs off, we're not getting anywhere. Like, even if I completely destroy all these waves, that's nothing compared to what I actually have to do. To beat this tower, even on normal, is going to require a lot more than it looks, because the difficulty increases exponentially as you go up the tower. That's the truth of the matter. Like, even if you have a team of 60s, even if you manage to get all your 60s in a row, it's still a challenge, and you'll still need maybe 60s you don't expect. It gets to the point where it gets kind of stupid. Like, it really does get stupid. The stuff it takes to actually beat this tower is tremendous on any difficulty. Though the other rotation, it was basically excessive. Like, the Bommel was overkill. Straight up overkill. Like, Bommel was so overkill, it's not even funny. I don't even know why you included that in the game. Dark Fae, I would say Dark Fae's complete overkill, but Dark Fae is kind of a strategic challenge, not really a she's not as bad if you have like a turn meter control into a nuke as you might think, but Bommel was like straight up unfair in many ways. Like, even if you had the champions, you had to have good gear, and you'd have to get the champion to 60. Like, a unique champion to 60. And even then, you may still not beat the stupid boss, even if you somehow had the champion. It's really stupid. Get that going. Might as well get the block debuffs going. They really want him dead, I've got to say. Yeah, I was about to say, if that didn't activate Peril, I would be very disappointed. Yeah, I would have been very disappointed if that didn't activate Peril. If that didn't activate Peril, I would have been very disappointed. Alright. Getting through these waves. Gonna get through these Kales and Frozen Banshees. Incidentally, great champions for Clan Boss. Kill the imposter Kales. Block debuffs. Ooh, that was 100-0. Anyone see that? Did anyone see that? 100-0. Get owned. Get destroyed. This is why you don't want to mess with Mortu. Why you don't mess with the Mortu. Because he can peril you real hard. If he's at 60, he can peril you super hard. Does he have like an instant counterattack? Is that? No. Or is it like he counters? Oh. This Templar is so screwed. Oh, they got wrecked. They got wrecked. Oh, they got destroyed. Get owned. Hell yeah. Get owned, Doom Tower Waves. Get owned. Get owned. This is almost looking doable now. I almost smell the victory screen. I can smell it. I can smell victory from here. I could finally beat this wretched Doom Tower normal at least once. At least say that I did that. Because, dear Lord, man. You know how many attempts I've tried to kill this tower and have failed? I can't even count the number. Like, I have done so much in this game, and I've never beaten this tower, and I've never managed to get an Arbiter either. I've never beaten this tower on normal or Arbiter. Those are my two biggest goals, and I'm not quitting at this game until I get those goals done. That's the truth. We're all like, what would be your number one goal to do in this game? Well, my two biggest goals. Beat Doom Tower on normal right now and get Arbiter. And maybe get a cleanser for that other account to save it. Because I have never done those things. And pull several specific champions. Like pull a Norog or a Man-Eater or something like that. Well, one good news is he can't get counterattack on the whole team because part of his buff was blocked. So that's good. I always wanted to pull a Skull Crusher, but the game's like, nope. You're not having a Skull Crusher. You'll have a whole bunch of other champs, but not Skull Crusher. You'll never get that guy. You'll get everyone else. I might even pull into pulling a Valkyrie instead of a Skull Crusher. I kid you not. Just watch. That may very well happen. Alright. So this is the last floor I can do on this account because I don't have any more gold keys. I'm going to have to wait it out on here. And then on the other account, we're going to see what is on this other floor. Because unfortunately, that's how this thing works. Gonna just transfer your stuff and rescale. Yep, do that. Peril you. Kill you. I'm so annoyed because you might kill Kale if I don't kill you too. Alright, and a lifesteal. Block debuffs. Gotta target these Cereses really hard. Like, really hard. Alright, first things first, we're periling these Cereses. I do not care. Get the Cereses off my lawn. I want nothing to do with Ceres. Especially since the game will never give me one. I could play this game for years and not get one. Although I said that about Coldheart and she happened, but we'll see. Maybe one day, in the far, far future, I will get a Madame Ceres. Probably after I get Arbiter. I kid you not, it may be that long until the game gives me a Ceres. Or a Maneater. Maneater would actually be preferred to Ceres, honestly. If I pulled a Maneater on this account, or on the other account, any account, it would be a game changer. Because it would be my first area of effect. It would be my first area of effect of its kind. Like my first area of effect unkillable buff. That's why. You be asking why that is? I'll tell you why. Because I've never had an area of effect unkillable buff in my life on any champion. I've had area of effect block debuffs for multiple turns. I've had that. So yeah, if you're asking, can I do this? Okay. How do I want to set this up? I want double cleanse, obviously. It's almost tempting to go triple cleanse, but I don't have the keys. Yeah, I'm going to wait for that to happen. So, ooh, I can get my daily login reward. I got a banner. Regular, boom. Obviously, I'm going to want to increase the level of him. because he needs serious help. Summon 3 champs. Coming right up. But I'm not going to do all of this right now. I'm just going to do summon 3 champs. And then I'm going to go onto my first account just to fight the next boss after Sorath. Because your guys will be like, but what about that boss? I can do that. I just have to go to the account that's progressed that far. That's it. We'll do it, and then we'll leave it at that until I can also get that account to Sorath, which will be tomorrow. Because I can't earn the keys any other way. Thankfully, the game at least allows me to log in. So it doesn't... My persistence is eventually paid off. The game allows me to log in. Thank God. Because Lord only knows. Lord only knows. Summon 3. I'll summon 10. How's that? Four upgrade attempts on someone. I'd be willing to say Sepulture. Because her gear, I'm very disappointed in. Because I'm thinking Divine Life should do more for me. That's the thing. There we go, 12. Alright, so let's see what lies beyond. Get ready. Get ready, guys, because this is how I'm going to progress. I will be showing more of this, but this is going to be this episode, at least. So yeah, this is going to be 2 stories of Doom Tower evolution. It takes a while with this comp to get through the waves, but it's another troll defensive team. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have a lot of cleansers, which doesn't sound like a massive weakness until you realize that there's bosses where having a cleanser is like having like a double cleanse is practically mandatory. So I will end up potentially 6-starring Sepulture. I think I will, just so I can see if I can beat the tower. Because I need someone very strong to block debuffs. I need someone like that. Now, Spirit Host can do it, and she can also increase attack. But hers is on a long CD, and I can't really afford to develop one that has a long CD for this tower. I need someone better for that very specific purpose. And Sepulture is that lady. She is the chosen. Like, I need this account to have a chosen block debuffs champion that does the job. Like, it's not as good as, let's say, Sanguinia, but it's decent. I need someone decent on that. Because otherwise, we will run into situations that are literally unplayable. Because I don't have a proper cleanser developed. Like, in a champion with, with an account with this many defense champions, you think I would have come up with one of those by now, but no. You would have thought, but no. You would have thought, but that's not the case. At any rate, I have to develop a lot of rank 4 food, probably off screen. Or maybe I'll show the process of getting some of the energy fuel, and then... Okay, now we can get on to the boss. Oh boy! Remember this bad boy? He's back. This bad fella is back. Now, we can include Borgoth, but we have to be careful where we use him. Should I do... Yeah, I'll do Syl. Screw it. This bad boy, he is an interesting fella. Because I don't know if my other account can deal with him. It probably can, knowing the amount of BS on there. But, Borgoth, he's a piece of work. Like, he's strong enough that the reason why my Borgoth has a... The reason my Borgoth has destroy gear is because of this boss. That is literally why. That should give you an idea of how big of a problem this boss was for me. Is that Borgoth was the only reason for ages and ages that I could beat this boss. Because he was the only one strong enough on my team to do so. But as the situation evolved, new strategies came up to fix the problem. So yeah, new strategies came up, new ways of winning came up out of nowhere. So there we go. Now, this guy is annoying. I have to remember not to use Aegis, because Aegis will result in some very annoying things happening. One thing I like about this setup I've got here is every time he smacks, he gets burned. So, and there's no juicy... Like, the only magic champion here is a one that does a shield and a reviver. So I've kept the magic champions as a DPS to a bare minimum. So that's one thing to note. And I also don't need to rely on Borgoth's buffs to do this. Like, I'm not using excessive buffs like Aegis. So that's one thing to note here. Now the reason I do it is although it would be more ideal to have these buffs not on me, the problem is if I put the buffs on, he'll steal it and make it worse. So that's part of the issue here. Because this boss is very relentless, as you will have undoubtedly noticed by now. I don't know if Syl can last in here, but Drexthar may be able to. Because if we can break the barrier... At least Drexthar is going to do a lot of damage to this boss. Yeah, you don't want to give him an excuse to vilely absorb you. You want his barrier down. Something tells me my Valerie and my Syl need better gear. It's just a feeling of mine. And my other sucker needs better gear. Well, Drexthar lasted a fair amount of time in that fight and did the lion's share of damage. So that is the progression. Now, that fight could have gone cleaner if I went for block debuffs, potentially. I still don't see myself getting a lot farther. I still don't see it. So yeah, until next time.